While dogs may bond with everyone in the household, there's often one person they love above all the rest. Surprisingly, it's not just about who feeds or takes them on walks. Dogs pick their favorite based on various unexpected factors. Sometimes it's not as obvious as we think, from body language to how you interact with them. Today, we're breaking down 10 clear signs that prove your dog has chosen you as their favorite person. Fortunately, domestication came with a built-in fix for that challenge. Domestication isn't just about getting wild animals to tolerate humans. The first wolves hanging around early humans weren't truly domesticated, just like a rich person's pet lion today isn't. Sure, wild animals can be trained to do tricks or chill out with humans, but that makes them tame, not domesticated. Domestication is all about breeding animals to be calm and friendly towards humans naturally. And it brings along some fascinating changes. Back in 1952, a Russian scientist named Dmitry Belyaev wanted to prove this by trying to domesticate a new species, wild silver foxes. He started breeding the calmest, most social foxes together, and over several generations, they got friendlier, as expected. But here's the cool part. The foxes also started to change physically. Their eyes grew bigger, their faces became wider, their ears turned floppy, and they even developed cute spots and patterns on their coats. They began to show the same traits that separate domesticated dogs from their wild wolf ancestors. Many of these features are ones that wild wolves and foxes only show as babies. In a way, domestication is like keeping animals in a permanent state of puppyhood. Just like baby wolves, adult dogs love to play, bark, something adult wolves rarely do, chase their tails, and fetch sticks. And just like baby animals, they form strong attachments to their caregivers. For most domesticated dogs, their humans become their parental figures. So when your dog picks you as their favorite person, it's often because they see you as their parent, the one who takes care of them, plays with them, and makes them feel safe, just like a parent does for their child. There are a few key things that influence who a dog chooses as their favorite person. Often, it's someone who's been in the dog's life the longest, or the one who gives them the most love and physical affection. If the dog has a trainer, they might bond closely with them because they feel safe and confident around them. Sometimes, it's just about personalities matching up. A shy, quiet dog might prefer a calm, introverted owner, while an energetic, playful pup will likely gravitate towards someone more outgoing and active. Spoiler alert, now that you know how and why dogs choose their special human, it's time to figure out if you're the lucky one. This can be revealed by their ambition to be near to you. Sign number 10. Your dog may not get to spend every moment with their favorite human. After all, life happens with work, school, and social plans pulling you away. But that won't stop them from trying to be at your side. If your dog rushes to greet you the second you walk through the door, abandoning whatever they were doing, even playtime with someone else, it's a clear sign that you're their favorite person. They just can't resist being near you, no matter what. So if your pup sticks close to you whenever they can, it's their way of saying you're number one in their heart. Sign number 9. Dogs are at their most vulnerable when they're asleep, and they instinctively know this. That's why they usually only settle down to snooze around people they trust completely. If your dog not only sleeps near you, but even hops into your bed for a cozy nap, that's a big sign that you're their special person. Their trust in you is so strong they feel safe enough to let their guard down entirely. Sign number 8. It might sound strange, but when dogs steal your things, it's actually a sign of affection. Dogs often snag small items that smell like their favorite person and stash them in their bed or somewhere around the house. Since dogs rely so much on their sense of smell, having something that carries your scent is like their own little reminder of you. Just like how you might keep a photo of your dog in your phone or desk at work, these items comfort them when you're not around and help them feel closer to you, even from afar. Sign number 7. As much as dogs can sometimes make life a bit tricky for their humans, we humans probably inconvenience them even more. Think about it. Imagine living with a giant who randomly picks you up, squeezes you, or stops you from doing fun stuff like digging in the yard or chewing on things like their shoes, for reasons you just don't get. Dogs are naturally pretty patient and will tolerate a lot of our weird behavior. But when it comes to their favorite person, they'll put up with even more. If you're the only one who can get your dog to take their medicine, stay calm during grooming, or let someone else clip their nails, it's a sure sign you're their favorite human. They trust you that much, even when you're making them do things they don't love. Sign number 6. One of the sweetest ways dogs show love to each other is by licking each other's fur as a way of grooming. For dogs, when a human pets them, it feels kind of like their version of being groomed, like a funny human way of doing what dogs naturally do. That's why they go absolutely wild for pets and scratches. So if your dog really loves you, it makes sense that they'd want to return the favor by grooming you back. Dogs aren't always super picky about who they give their sloppy kisses to, but if you find yourself getting extra licks on the regular, it's a big sign your dog is showing you some extra love. Those wet doggy kisses are their way of saying, "You're special to me." Sign number 5. This might be one of the most subtle signs of doggy affection, but it's definitely one of the sweetest. When a dog wants to show that you're the most important thing in their world, they don't always do anything dramatic. They'll simply sit and gaze at you. If you catch your dog staring at you more often with those big, soulful eyes, it's like they're telling you, "You're my everything." They're not just watching you, they're adoring you. That loving look, like nothing else matters but you, is a sure sign that you're their absolute favorite person in the whole world. Sign number 4. Dogs tend to play favorites based on the positive experiences they have with people. Basically, if you're the one giving them the good stuff, they're going to form a strong bond with you. Whether it's the person who's always playing their favorite game of tug-of-war or the one handing out those delicious, smelly beef liver treats, dogs quickly learn to associate fun and happiness with certain people. They also know exactly who fills their food bowl the most. So naturally, that person becomes pretty important to them. If a couple shares a dog and one person takes care of more of the responsibilities, the dog will gravitate towards them when they need something. Dogs are smart like that. The more positive moments you have with your dog, the more they'll connect you with all the good stuff in their life. On the flip side, dogs are less fond of people tied to negative experiences, hence why they don't typically make best friends with the vet. If you want to become your dog's favorite, do more of the things they love. Play their favorite games, give them tasty treats, and limit moments of harsh discipline or scolding. The more positive vibes you bring into their world, the more likely you are to be their go-to person. Sign number 3. Dogs have a natural instinct to stay alert and protect themselves from anything they see as a threat. It's just in their nature to want some space between them and what makes them nervous. Certain behaviors, like loud noises or sudden movements, can stress dogs out. For example, if someone is always loud or unpredictable, a dog might try to avoid them. This is why some dogs might keep their distance from kids, who can sometimes be unpredictable, like teasing or bothering a pet when it's trying to rest. If your dog sees you as someone who makes them feel safe rather than stressed, they'll naturally want to be closer to you. This is also why yelling at your dog can cause anxiety. It makes them feel uneasy and more likely to pull away. Instead, by creating a calm, safe space, you'll build trust and your dog will be more drawn to you, knowing you're someone they can rely on. Sign number 2. The scientists at the University of York discovered that talking to dogs in a special way can help strengthen your bond with them. This style, known as dog speak, is similar to how we talk to babies, using a high-pitched voice and lots of exaggerated emotion. In their study, dogs were spoken to using both a high-pitched voice and a regular adult tone. The researchers noticed that the dogs were much more interested in the people using the higher, more playful voice. So if you want to get closer to your pup, spending about 15 minutes a day talking to them in this fun, baby-like tone could do wonders. It's a simple but effective way to win their attention and build a better connection with your furry friend. Sign number 1. A dog's favorite person is usually the one who puts real effort into spending meaningful time with them. It's not just about who is around the most, but who's actually making that time count. Dogs can totally tell the difference between being near you and truly bonding with you. Quality time is about creating a deeper connection, not just coexisting. Dogs tend to grow closer to the people who actively engage with them, giving them love, attention, and fun moments. Watching TV together is nice, but it doesn't beat the joy of playing fetch, going for a walk, or even practicing new tricks. Dogs are naturally built to work with their humans, so regular training or interactive activities strengthen your bond and communication. It doesn't matter if the tricks seem simple or silly, it's the teamwork and attention that matter. And just like any relationship, communication is the foundation for building something strong, whether it's with a person or your furry best friend. After all, understanding your dog's behavior is the first step to strengthening your bond. Are you your dog's favorite person? How do you know this? We would love to hear from you in the comments below. If you want to know why your dog sleeps with you, check out this video here.